Welcome back, my friends. If you're joining us late, the good news, Liverpool have won the League Cup. Virgil van Dijk and Jurgen Klopp shared the trophy lift together. Liverpool's young guns get the job done. And I am so proud, as I'm sure you guys are as well. It was a battle. It was all hands to the pump. And just when the game looked like it was going to penalty kicks, up steps our captain with another towering header. His second one of the game, only this time Chris Kavanagh, John Brooks and the VAR officials couldn't find a way to rule it out. Costas with the assist, Van Dijk with the header, Petrovic with the despairing dive, but ultimately Jurgen Klopp has got the first part of it done. The last dance, the long goodbye, has started with a trophy lift inside of February. There are going to be some tired limbs. There's going to be some tired muscles. There's going to be some more injured players, unfortunately, because of Ryan Gravenberch's situation after his tackle from Caicedo. But you know what? Right now, that's what it's not about. It's about lifting the trophy, celebrating, rejoicing. And I'm going to be honest, a little bit of relief as well, because my nerves were shot in that game. For those kids, your Clarks, your Dans, your Bradleys, to come on and do what they do, your McConnells, and do it so admirably, so brave in possession. Incredible. Every single one of them. The academy coaches, their parents that drove them up and down the country to get to training every week. That's what it's all for. That's the payoff. That's what the dedication brings. That moment, those celebrations, that's what it means. And I couldn't deserve it anymore. I am like a proud papa right here at the moment. And Lewis, I seen a super chat pop up on the last stream just as we ended, mate. Said, keep up the good work. Thank you. The lads got it done. I'm buzzing. Connor, can we get the man of the match poll up? I mean, it'll be a formality, surely, but let's go. Kelleher, Van Dijk, Endo. Who else? Klopp. Let's go Klopp. Yeah. I mean, Virgil was given man of the match by Sky, I think it was. But for you guys, we're not going to tell you who got it. We're going to let you vote for it. We'll leave that open for the remainder of the match reaction. Now, we are, of course, brought to you today, as you can see on screen, with thanks to our good friends of Fantasy 5, a fantasy Premier League game where you can win up to £5,000 every week, and what's more, it's completely free to play. Really straightforward if you want to play with us. You just choose 5 players from the 5 games available each week. Each player has an expected points total, and it's your job to make sure your selections outperform those points total. If they do, and all 5 of your players outperform it, you win the jackpot. It is that simple. Think we're lying? Well, we'll find a way here to show you. The jackpot was won recently by Crosso with that team. Gomez, Rodri, Hoyland, Solanke, Watkins won this man £5,000. For my own selections this week, I've gone for Richarlison, McAllister, Tony, Watkins and Rodri. I think they'll all outperform it. If they do and we win the £5,000, we're going to give it to charity, and you guys are going to help us pick those charities. Even if we don't get the win, once you guys sign up via our link or QR code, our friends of Fantasy 5 are going to donate £1 to charity for each one of you that signs up. Remember, it is free to play, but it is a gambling product. 18 plus, begambleaware.org is there if you need any responsible gambling tools, and always gamble responsibly. Thank you to our friends at Fantasy 5 for all their support. And yes, now back to you wonderful people, where we get to talk about your comments. 1 down, 3 to go, said Derek Dennis. Boss that, boom, said Misha Schmidt. Oh my God, what a game. Kelleher man of the match, I love it. And thank you, Brian, for my gifted membership. Love this page. Up the red, said Jack Nichol. Thank you, Jack. And thank you to Brian, because if you weren't with us, Brian gifted 100 memberships at the end of the game. And I think he gifted 50 during it or before it, if my memory's not gone. Incredible. So thank you so much to our friend Brian, who is over in Boston. And of course, we will be getting to meet next month when we're back over in Boston for our live show, which you can get tickets for, by the way, Ticketmaster, if you're in that neck of the woods. VVD got the redemption VAR. I love it. Brian, man of the match, said Jan. I almost want to run another poll asking you guys, are you relieved or happy or both? Because right now I feel a tremendous sense of pride, relief, happiness, anger still at the PGMOL and those referees, but ultimately we got the job done despite the best efforts of those idiots in the VAR hub. Respect to the kids today, not afraid to get stuck in and played with passion. 100%. 100%. What a coming of age game. What a season for our academy. I think it was Matt Thielen put out a tweet the other day to say Liverpool have used 15 academy players this season so far. 15. Unbelievable. Endo's a rock star. Yep. Absolute warrior again today, mate. No doubt about it. Elliott's the man of the match for me. The guy was literally everywhere and was super helpful at all the games, said Messiah. At 6 and 7 said Real Phil, a little bit tipsy. A little? Come on, Phil. A little ain't good enough yet, man. Come on, get him into you. Always drink responsibly. We'll believe we can do anything after this. It definitely feels like, even though we've got the injuries mounting up, even though the players are going to be exhausted, it does feel like this will help carry the boys forward. One down. So what we can say, 100%, is in Jurgen Klopp's last season, whatever else happens now, he will be departing with some silverware. Connor's being interviewed now, afterwards by Sky. Tell me you don't know Connor, some of you, but Kelleher looks identical to him. I should interview you actually and see if we can get away with that one day. Just pretend that you're Kelleher. Langer. I hate Dublin. I'm a mess, said Ewan mate. My voice is gone. And I'm going to be back at 8:30, by the way, celebrating some more with you. What's he saying? Yeah, something about they're all a bunch of can't figure out. He's stroking his beard like a supervillain right now, Kelleher. Man of the match, Caicedo, for rejecting us. There's Endo. Look at you little hero, you. You can barely walk around the pitch. He's limping, he's in bits, but he's a warrior. I'll tell you what, special mention for young Dan's as well. Looked the real deal when he came on, didn't he? I'm sure his father is immensely proud. His son nearly won the game with a header as well that had Petrovic scrambling back. OG Lizzie, I love that name, said Kelleher man of the match, consistently class from start to finish, saved us on multiple occasions or multiple times. Next Gen Jack said, we did it! Yeah, we did. There's Elliot again. And by the way, we've talked about the players, we've talked about the manager, we've talked about the kids, we've talked about the coaches, we've talked about everybody except the travelling cop. Again, listen to the difference between those two sets of fans. One of them, when their team was tired, when they had kids out on the pitch, lifted the players, got behind them, raised their spirits, supported them. And the other ones waved their pathetic blue flags. That's why you come to Liverpool Football Club at Caicedo. That's what you get. That's why we are different. That's why we're the greatest football club in the world. Because of the fans, because of the players, because of the unity. Sam Hargreaves, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. End of the season, we want Jurgen Quad. So the super chat came in from Kyle Caulfield. Thank you, Kyle. Welsh Bro said, what more can I say? What a game. VVD's our captain. And you'll never walk alone. Come on, you Reds. Now to calm down from this adrenaline rush. Yeah, I mean, the come down's going to be tomorrow, mate. It's going to be harsh for all of us. The adrenaline dump. Craig, sorry, this isn't much. First trophy of the season. Come on, you Reds. Use this money to buy yourself a beer. You deserve it. Zach, firstly, mate, thank you for your kindness, your support. And please, mate, never say this isn't much. I know that times are tough for people, and I never take these things for granted. So thank you for your generosity, sir. Appreciate you. And yeah, I won't have a beer. I might have a Diet Coke if you don't mind, but appreciate you, sir. Best supporters in the world, said John Power. Yes, John. Any news on Gravenberch? No, but he is on crutches. Now, look, that isn't unusual when you go off like that. You know, they're certainly not going to want them putting weight on it, but what it means, I don't know yet. Those players are still walking around the pitch. There's young Bajcetic as well, taking it all in. Kloppo, I'm so happy for him. He probably can't believe what he's seen with some of that decision making and refereeing today. Kavanagh was a disgrace, let's be honest about it, lads. Poch got in his head and he almost destroyed the game. Gravenberch has a protective boot on as we speak. We'll, of course, wait for an update on him. Wayne said Craig and Connor are top lads. Thank you. Appreciate that. Don't forget Benny, background boy Amadon. Gary Neville said extra time was Klopp's kids against the £1 billion bottle jobs. Yeah, no one cares, Gary. No one cares what you have to say, mate. Because you didn't have the nuts to stand up for football. For right. Again, pundit me arse. All you are is a yes man, a company man and a fraud. Nobody cares, Neville. The best part about this is we did all this without our most experienced senior players. Love the club, said Ahmed. Queeving Kelleher said, these are the nights we live for. Another amazing night. I'm delighted. I'm delighted for him. Another one for Queeving Kelleher to bring home to Cork and celebrate. And you cannot say he did not play a big part in that. He was immense. Immense. Let's go, Craigie. So happy for Kloppo. Watching his celebration brought a tear to my eye. Now, the shithouse in me. Notice you said eye singularly. Which eye is it? Did it bring a tear to your eye? Or did it bring a bit of love juice? Either way, I'll allow it. Up the Reds from Halifax. Thank you, Richard. Much love, my man. You kept the faith all the way through the match. Well played, sir. Thank you, Malcolm. And the thing is, Malcolm, people love to say that I'm negative. I'm not negative. I'm argumentative. There's a difference. I never doubted the boys today. Never doubted the group. Why? How could you? How could I, who likes to think of himself as a rational, intelligent man, doubt that group? They've showed us time and time again. I don't even think the phrase mentality monsters is good enough anymore. And we need bigger, bolder phrases because it doesn't do them justice. And again, the kids out there against Todd Bowley's £1 billion mercenaries. And they showed what fight, what spirit, what doing things the right way, listening to your coaches. And you know what? Played with bravery. That's what got me. Dans didn't come into that game to see it out. He came into that game to try and find a winner. And the young man nearly did it. Same with Clark, same with McConnell. They didn't come into that game just to take part. They came into that game to make a difference, and my God, they did. And we couldn't be more proud of them. More than just love juice, said Richard. It's okay, Richard. Happens to the best of us. Thank you for your super chat, mate. Camel Deep said, hey, Craig, first time sending a super chat, and I think it's the perfect moment. Kelleher should have 0 haters after today's game. Let's go for the quad and give Klopp a proper send-off. Couldn't agree more with every word you've written, sir. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, and look, I'm obviously, as a biased Irishman, so happy to see Kelleher getting the respect and love that I've always said he deserves. It's incredibly difficult as a backup goalkeeper, and I was one when I went up levels at times. It's incredibly difficult to go through and be consistent and be as good as the number one. And yeah, it might have taken Kelleher a bit of time this season, but when he got there, when he got a rhythm, when he got playing games, look what he's done for us. And look, he wasn't on his own, of course he wasn't, but today, Alisson couldn't have done any more. That's the biggest compliment you can give him. Josh Brayshaw, thank you Josh, all the way in Canada, said Klopp's kids versus the blue £1 billion bottle jobs. says Gary Neville. Their fans can carry on waving their pathetic plastic blue flags. You see the way he's gone for blue bottle jobs, right? £1 billion bottle jobs, Neville. That's not to compliment us. That's out of bitterness that we won. He's just having a dig at Chelsea, in my opinion, because we got over the line. And deep down, his sad little mank heart can't take it. But this season, you've seen a lot of pundits and a lot of outlets like Sky Germany lose a lot of respect from the football public because their opinions are nonsense at times. And that's why fan channels have a place in people's minds and hearts, because we say it like it is. We say it as fans. What we see might not always be right, might not always be professional, but we say it out of the goodness of our hearts because it's what we feel, and we don't have fear of reprisal. Not kids anymore. The Liverpool FC, said Nessie. Will Salah be back for the City game? Oh God.
We'll talk. He should be back for Forest.
Yeah, as Connor said, I was gonna echo what he said there. You would imagine he'd be back next Saturday for Forest. I don't expect them to play any. I don't know who on earth they're gonna put out on Wednesday against Southampton. I mean, best of luck trying to put together a team there, because remember, we've just gone through 2 hours, 120 minutes of football. We're going to be the walking wounded on Wednesday, lads. I mean, I hope he starts Dan's. I do. Love to see him start after that. Who knows? I've no idea what to expect. This team prediction video is going to be a nightmare for me, but we've done it. Trophy number 1, and I am so goddamn proud. Sad thing is the bad refereeing will be unnoticed. That's the thing, got cool. It'll probably get glossed over by a lot of people, and it shouldn't be. But it just adds to the fact that we wouldn't be denied today. Virgil wouldn't be denied. And I'm going to say something that I don't know if you agree with or not, but the way we won it is better than winning it on penalties. It's better than winning a 2-0 in extra time. To sign up for a last minute headed winner from your captain couldn't be any better. Couldn't have written the script any better. Especially after what came before. The nonsense VAR decision to rule an offside. The embarrassing lack of a red card for Caicedo. Not a booking. 7 fouls. McAllister 1 foul in the book. Kavanagh bottled it. With the way we won that game today was special. It was. And I said it to Connor as soon as we finished the live stream. I turned to him and I said, that's sweet. That's amazing. That's how you win a game of football. Because they had nothing left. They had no time. 3 minutes of stoppage time. We dealt with that really well. The experienced heads on those young shoulders were remarkable. I say this again. Dan's didn't go on there just to make up the numbers at the end. Dude was trying to win it. He nearly won it. Elliott almost won it. A header that Petrovic saved with his feet. Dan tried to follow it in. Dan's had a great header that forced Petrovic into a save in extra time. We kept plugging away, and that bravery was rewarded. Lorcan and Riley, welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras, my friend. Look forward to catching up with you in the Discord group. Someone said Rory Jennings saying it was bad luck. Yeah, do you know what's bad luck? The fact that we have to be inflicted with your stupidity is bad luck. Not you, by the way, Indian Scouser. Please just don't mention that lad's name to me. He's just, I don't need to say it. I don't need to belittle somebody else like that. The man's an idiot. If you say something like that and think that that's true, or say it for a reaction, nah, sorry. The only thing lucky about that, or unlucky, was the fact that I had to sit through 30 more minutes, that you had to sit through 30 more minutes. It should have been done in 90. But hey, doesn't matter. You don't win anything with kids, Carl, yeah? Well, again, that's a comment from Hansen that's going to last the test of time, isn't it? Because, United proved them wrong the first time, and now Liverpool's kids are proving them wrong. The VVD final, said Dave Connolly. Abso-bleeding-lutely, Dave. Over 4k in here. Smash the like, guys. Yes, please do. Do drop a like. We can get it up to 1,000 likes real quick if you all hit the button. And again, thank you to those that have hit the subscribe button as well. This season's going to be special, said Mary Coogan. Excuse me, Mary. Yes, it is, my friend. To be in February of the last dance, the last season. And do you know what else won't go unnoticed? And I'm sorry for going off subject a little bit. Do you think that Xabi Alonso is not going to take note of that? Do you think that Alonso isn't sitting there over in Germany now, doing a bit of work or whatever with the game on, thinking, those fans, man, those fans. I want those fans shouting and singing my name. I want to be leading Liverpool to trophies with those fans and that group of players. Because, as I've said before, this job is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come in with these players, with these fans, with what Jurgen and the team have built. And it won't go unnoticed by Alonso. Bet your ass it won't. Been watching AA since the Barca game. Love it. Would rather watch your streams than watch any game live. I've been a Liverpool fan since 11-12 season when we drew at Sunderland 2-2. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that, mate. That means a lot. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sticking with the channel. And thank you for your continued support. Caoimhín Kelleher hasn't conceded a goal in either of his two finals for Liverpool, both against Chelsea, despite facing 13 shots on target and 3.9 XG. Caoimhín Kelleher has denied almost 4 goals of XG in 2 finals. That's why our goalkeeping academy and our goalkeeping setup is the best in the world. Your Taffarels, your Actebergs, your Allisons, your Kelleher's, your Adrians working their nuts off day after day after day for those moments, for that little edge, for that little difference. Beautiful stat, that. Thank you for sharing it with me, Mark. Incredible. Incredible. Oh, look at Calvi. Well done for the Mickey Mouse trophy. Mickey Mouse trophy. Mickey Mouse enough that you're in the chat watching, talking about it. Do you not see the irony there, my friend? Mickey Mouse trophy. Mickey Mouse trophy. First of 4, baby. First of 4. Mickey Mouse these nuts. Love your authenticity, Craig. Never change, said Steve Aldersey. Much love, Steve. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm just me, Steve. You know, I'm going to get myself in trouble occasionally because I say what's on my mind. But it is authenticity. It is me. It is how I am. And this goddamn football club, mate. This football club. It does things to a man, doesn't it? And I'm sure to a lady as well. Salty rivals. Absolutely. Salty. Probably a United fan last year was calling Ten Hag Ferguson regenerated after they won it. But when we won it, congratulations on the Mickey Mouse Cup, lad. Harvey Elliott was unbelievable today, said Nino Zaps. The positions he got into and his improvement on the ball is something special to watch. Midfielder, winger, bench. He does it all. So close to man of the match, in my opinion. Susie, thank you for your super chat. Said, my dad allowed me to watch the game. My jinx has gone. Although he did say he thought about telling me to leave the room when I goes disallowed. Your dad sounds an awful lot like me. I'm like that with my wife. My wife used to have this bad habit of walking into a room, leaving it, and then we concede. So it changed to, if she walked into a room when Liverpool were on, she had to stay in the room until half-time or the end of the game, whichever came first. Because, honestly, it happened way too much. And it was too much of a jinx, but she got it. And she understood. And I think your dad's probably the same, Susie. Now, the big question on all of our lips is, was dude on the toilet or not? Luke, was it? Jack, were you on the toilet, mate, or not? Because I've got a sneaky feeling you peeked your head out when Virg scored that first header, dude. So I want to know, Jack, were you on the toilet for the whole game, bro, or not? Be honest. The fact that Endo's recently been on every man of the match poll says a lot, said Alejandro. What a bargain. I'm so glad we didn't get Caicedo. Go flop with the plastics. Love it. I know a lot of people won't get the Jack toilet reference, by the way. There was a dude in the other day, we were 1-0 down to Luton, went to the toilet, came back and we were 2-1 up and said, I went to the toilet, came back and we're 2-1 up. And we all told him very, very quickly, get back in that toilet and stay there. Footy Banter said, you'll never walk alone. Amazing win. Love VVD as a captain. Always said he was our captain before. Let's get the next 3 cups. I love it. Honestly, my heart's singing with joy now, looking at all your comments and how happy and proud you all are. It's amazing. Celebratory drink tonight, said Philip, so proud. Don't need Mo. Well, I wouldn't go that far, my friend. DiCaprio, but look, we did it without him. We did it without Darwin. We did it without so many. And that's what makes this all the more sweet, isn't it? You never want to be without your big players, but the resilience shown by the boys to get it over the line was incredible. Why is nobody following up on the Kyle Walker flashing case? I don't know. Maybe he's got a tiny little wang and they felt sorry for him.
What random time to bring that up?
I know, but that's what makes me love it. That's the type of weirdness that is right up my street. Dan has more trophies than Harry Kane. Love it, Nessie. Yes, he does. Oh well. Sorry about that, Mr. Harold. Liverpool and Real Madrid have the most injuries this season, said Yusuf. So we did this earlier on. We did an injured 11. It's incredible the amount of players that are out. But not even just today. We looked at the bench before the game and thought, not much experience on there. And we had to lean to the bench because of the injury and because of the substitutions. And they didn't come on and hang in there. They came on to go win the game. And my God, they did it. They went and won it. And that's what makes this all the more special. We didn't hang on with kids with our backs against the wall, praying for penalties. We did it inside 120 minutes by going and being proactive to try win the game. And that's what truly blows me away today. The pride I feel in those youngsters and the trust put in them by Jurgen. Remember his words. I want to leave this club in a stronger place than when I arrived. And by just bringing these kids through, he's giving the next manager a treasure chest to work with. And of course, all the coaches at underage level, Inglethorpe and everybody that helped bring the kids through to this point as well. Doesn't happen without a village, as they say. Without parents making the sacrifices, driving these lads up and down the country to go to training. So all of them, the parents, the coaches, the manager, the players, this one's for them. The ones who make those sacrifices, the ones that believe, the ones that dream. This is for them. This is your payoff. And it's beautiful. Steve Alderley said, Klopp's team, best I've seen in 50 years as a fan. I haven't been lucky enough, Steve, to be a fan that long, my man. About 34 years in, supporting the Reds at the minute. But I tell you what, it's the best of my lifetime, Steve. It's the best Liverpool team I can remember. I mean, since Jurgen has come in overall, the whole period. Incredible. Robert Banks, thank you for your super sticker, mate. Can we see Connor the Kelleher lookalike? That's genuinely a super chat. Maybe later. He's he's sitting here in a full keeper's kit, looking a bit weird, to be honest with you.
The medal will be too shiny on camera.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it because it'll be like yellowy green and see through. He's working away on the laptop, in all honesty. Right, look, my friends, I'm going to go record the player ratings video. But before I do, I want to say another thank you to our sponsors. Fantasy 5, the Fantasy Premier League game where you can win up to £5,000 each week and it's completely free to play. Check out Fantasy 5 with the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. And don't forget, for each one of you that signs up via a link or code, our friends at Fantasy 5 are donating £1 to charity for each new user. 18 plus, begambleaware.org. And also always gamble responsibly. Right, look, I'm going to go get air. I'll see you later on. 8:30. We'll be back tonight for the late night agenda. You bet your ass we will. Hope to see you then. Thank you to everyone. Sponsors, Ben, Connor, chat, everyone for making it an amazing, memorable day. Means a lot. Love you guys to bits. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like before you head off, and I will see you a